Hello and welcome to the NinjaTrader Indicator Warehouse. Today we are going to cover the Profit Manager, a fantastic new tool that helps you manage your trade. We've all heard the trading adage that you should cut your losses short and let your profits run. That's great advice, but nobody ever tells you how to do it. Profit Manager helps you manage your open positions automatically, taking away the stress and the worry of having to manage your trades. Let's see how this fantastic new indicator works. To add Profit Manager to your NinjaTrader, simply go to your indicator panel and find Profit Manager. Double-click to activate it. Let's take a quick look at the settings of Profit Manager. Profit Manager gives you the flexibility of choosing from various different trailing stop methods. By default, the indicator is set to the ATR method, which stands for Average True Range. But you can see that you have a whole host of other trading strategies to choose from. There's the Bollinger Band strategy, and with Bollinger Bands, the trailing stop is adjusted to affect the volatility of the market. When a market is more volatile, Bollinger Bands tend to be further away from current prices, and as prices consolidate, so do the Bollinger Bands, thereby tightening your stops. A fixed price, fixed percent, and fixed tick trailing stop method, those are all where you choose to trail your stop by a predetermined amount. EMA, SMA, TMA, and HMA reflect the most popular moving averages used for trailing stops, EMA being the exponential moving average, SMA, simple moving average, TMA is the triple moving average, and the HMA is the whole moving average. All these have different amount of sensitivity involved with them, and all of them are fully customizable. The swing high and low trailing stop is probably the most generous trailing stop in that it will place the trailing stop behind the last swing point. The bar high low trailing stop is a proprietary system unique to Indicator Warehouse, and it's a very good stop for catching the majority of a trending market while not exposing you to too much risk. For the sake of the example, we'll stay with the default setting with the average true range. And we will scroll down here and I'll show you that each indicator, each stop trailing strategy has its own parameters which can be adjusted to your own personal liking. Profit Manager also gives the ability to turn on historical data so that you can see how your trailing stop strategy would have performed in the past. Apply to your chart and you can see how the Profit Manager highlights where your trailing stop would have been. So that's very useful for back testing and trying your own trading strategy. We'll just turn these back off. And you can see that Profit Manager will display the latest stop settings for your long and short positions. The unique thing about Profit Manager, though, is that these are actual stops. Unlike other stop programs that only show you where a stop placement is suggested, these are actual stops that will be triggered if you are in a market position, thereby managing the trade for you automatically. Let's take a look at an example. Here we have the 5-minute 6E, and we're using boomerang bias bars as our signal generator, and we've just generated a sell signal. I'm going to use Risk Manager, which is another unique tool available through Indicator Warehouse to help me determine my optimal position size. So using Risk Manager, I will place my entry below the low of the signal bar. And I'm going to use the suggested stop suggested by Profit Manager to cover my trade. According to Risk Manager, I should sell 2 contracts below the low. So I will change the quantity size to 2 and I will sell 2 contracts below the low. And now, once the market brings us into the trade, the trailing stop from Profit Manager will become an active order. play this forward a little bit. All right, now we are currently in this trade. We're currently short, and Profit Manager has our stop located right here. Now this is an active stop. It's a stop on your computer which will automatically flatten your position should the market reverse and hit your stop. As added insurance, sometimes traders will like to place a hard stop at the exchange as well. And you can do that the same as you would place a regular order. And now Profit Manager will manage both your trailing stop and your hard stop, and will close out your entire position if either stop should be hit. We're about 30 minutes into our trade, and we're currently up over $900 on 2 contracts. I'm going to manually move my hard stop to a better than break-even position and allow Profit Manager now to manage the rest of this trade until it's finished. You can see our Profit Manager stop is right here, and this is an active stop. If this stop gets hit, then program will automatically flatten our position. Now you might ask why I want to have a hard stop in place, and as I mentioned at the outset, it's just a little bit of added security. Profit Manager is a computer-based program. Therefore, if anything happened to your computer, such as a power failure or a computer failure, the stop would not get triggered. The hard stop is a stop actually at the exchange. This is my fail-safe stop, and I have a fail-safe stop in place for a worst-case scenario situation, but now Profit Manager will manage my trade, and barring some computer catastrophe, it will maximize my profit potential on this trade. Let's advance this trade a little bit and see how it progresses. Well, we've been in our trade for about 5 hours now. We've hit an excellent trending market. We're up over, well, $3,200 on our 2 positions. But I want you to see that we did not even need to be here for the duration of this trade. Profit Manager would manage the trade for us automatically. As prices fell, Profit Manager rolled our stops through these little pullback phases. Profit Manager found the optimal level for us to help us ride out the swings. And as I said, we did not even need to be here. And when the market finally triggers our trailing stop, Profit Manager will flatten our position entirely. So automatic, foolproof way to trade the markets, very stress-free, very worry-free, just a nice way to be able to trade. All right, we finally hit our exit stop, and you'll notice that Profit Manager cleared all our open positions. We are perfectly flat on the market now, exactly what you would want to happen when your trailing stop got hit. So Profit Manager, an excellent trading tool, definitely a tool that no trader should be without. And remember, whether you are day trading the E-mini S&P, other futures contracts, or Forex, Indicator Warehouse will help you get more profit from your online trading and technical analysis efforts. Thank you again for joining us.